Man, bomb first. I hate having to do this. This dude can't even muster up 7,000 views a day. But he did a video, he done did 10 videos only in the last 20 days. Everybody know. You get views when you talk about Reggie Wright. So we got Genie Deal now, trying to get his channel back popping. He trying to muster up 3,000. Snitch Choke. He's doing one every day, twice a day. Can't muster up 7,000, but he's getting them. I can't let these sorry buster ass niggas from the East Coast, when their own people talking about they were busters in their own neighborhood. We all know Genie Deal was a big old whiner, crybaby. Now this snitch broke. Damon Dash had to protect him ass nigga. Choke, no joke. Wanna try to get some publicity off of Reggie Wright, and he's a known snitch. I know a lot of y'all don't listen to him, don't know who Snitch Choke is. But just for those of y'all that going and giving him this 6,000 or 7,000 views, hey, who? You want to support a known snitch? Keep doing it. But y'all listen to what he made this man do. Y'all listen to this man break it down.
What was your relationship with Choke No Joke prior to that?
Me and him wasn't buddies. What happened was his building that he lived in was one of the main drug buildings. For whatever reason, he wasn't one of the chosen that could come out there and do his thing, because stuff started getting a little strict around the projects where people were starting to get more territorial. They're like, yo, listen, you, if you ain't got somebody package, you ain't out here. So he was broke anyway. One of my boys was cool with him, and he had asked him for money, and so he came to me like, yo, listen, Artie, because that's what his name is Arthur. We was calling him Artie. Like, Artie needs such and such, boom, boom, boom. You want to get a half. I'm like, all right, boom, I'm going to lend it to him. And you can sell it here. So I opened the door for you. I didn't give you a key. You only wanted a half. I gave you a half, and I let you sell it here so I can get my fucking money back. I opened the door for you. Now, it's not me and him. We didn't go way back or nothing. As I already told y'all, I was living in Connecticut for a little while and all that. Me and him wasn't in public school together or nothing. But because of that, then he started being around. Because I'm letting you sell in the area I'm selling at. And now he had a driver's license because he's older than me. So he had a driver's license. I had the temporary joint. And it's like, all right, well, he could drive the car, this, that, and the third. He's one of them funny dudes, stand around in the cold or whatever, he entertaining and, you know, a little gossip. He really ain't changed much since then. And it's like, all right, cool. But still in all, even though we wasn't tight, I did you a solid. I did something that the guys in your building didn't do. So I should have got a better treatment. My hand didn't call for that. Not from him. See what I'm saying?
If he was a Samaritan, though, like if he was he in the streets like that, or was he a Samaritan?
He was a guy that I helped put a package in his hand. He was in the streets. Yeah, he was. He was doing something prior to that. It wasn't like this was his first package. So don't like the guy transitioning from a Samaritan to the streets and then, oh shit, the water's hot. I'm telling. No.
Okay.
He was out there.
He was already in the streets.
He was already in it.
Okay.
He just was fucked up. You like how I said, fell off. Guys get in there, do a little dibble and dabble. They may work for somebody. Their boss get locked up. I don't know what the situation was, but he was doing something, and things got rough, and I was there to help him.
You helped him, but you didn't hang out with him that much.
No, he started hanging around because I allowed him to sell drugs in the area. So then he started being the lapdog, the lackey. He'd be there.
So let me ask you a question. So the guy, but he saw. You guys saw the guy. He saw the guy. What happened with you and the guy? They were watching from the car.
We went around the corner, so he didn't actually see the actual. He said in the transcripts that we chased him around the corner. He ain't see nothing else. That's the truth. We chased him around the corner. We ain't see nothing else. Then he starts saying, "I came back with blood on my shirt. Got it right here. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. You shouldn't have said none of that, but you're doing too much." One thing that I want to clarify for everyone in this room and anyone that's watching: when you come to court, it doesn't automatically make you a snitch. It doesn't. Now, when you're dealing with the street life, you shouldn't come to court. But if you do come to court, then it depends on who are you coming to court for. He came to court for the people of the state of New York versus Johnny Bunting Jr. Mm-hmm. So that's telling you the two sides. He's there on behalf of the people. So that means you are against me. Now, here's the thing. Did he say he saw me kill him? No. If you say you saw me chase the guy around a corner and then you have somebody else saying they see me kill him, you just connected the dots. Because this other person had identified somebody else. He said he saw me go around a corner, and when they asked him about our relationship, like, yo, I knew him for some years. So if you knew me for some years, your identification of me trumps that of the crackhead who don't know me at all and just saw me in a neighborhood and says, okay, well, it could have been the guy in the picture, it could have been him. But I seen somebody do this. Yeah, I knew this dude for years. He ran around the corner chasing him. Understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's called corroboration. You corroborated it. You gave that crackhead credibility, and you made her testimony strong.
Now, what was his reasoning for thank you. What was his reasoning for snitching?
Exactly. What was his reason?
His reasoning, according to what I was told, is that he was forced. They was threatening to lock him up and charge him with murder. That was. But if you didn't do nothing, you didn't do nothing. So here's the thing, and this is just me, my legal mind. Everybody doesn't know this, but if you know you didn't do something, and they say you got the right to remain silent, you got the right to an attorney, then get a fucking lawyer. You ain't got to pay for it. You just got to have somebody speak up for you because you know you didn't do it. It's one thing as if he did anything. Like if he came out the car, gave him a kick, like you did something. You didn't do shit. You got out the car from the back seat to the front seat to drive. Ain't nobody charged you as being no fucking getaway driver. Nobody said that.
Hold on. Ooh, wait. Come on, man. You smart. You smarter than that.
Right.
Once he drove you, you know he became a part of that. You know that.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying.
That's the law. It's not what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what the law is saying.
And yeah, but no one brought that up.
Sure? Is it?
I'm sure.
You sure it's not in that paperwork?
It's not in here.
I like you, Force, but come on.
You can go through it. We can read it together. We can turn this into a sermon.
Force, you sure? Because you can be. What's it called? What's it called? It's a word
acting in concert. I know the law, bro.
Okay, all right.
I got a degree in paralegal.
I'm not questioning Force. Force, slow down.
All right,
Come a little strong on me, Force.
I've been carrying these papers for 30 years.
Is the parts that he told? Is it?
That's a part of the first. That's a part of a statement. That very first page.
Okay.
That has and this was delivered to me at trial. They surprised me with that. They didn't even let me know. I didn't know he was snitching with any statement other than what the girl tried to tell me.
Okay.
Until I was in the midst of trial when that paper came out, and it's slashed, and let the.
I mean, so where's his statement at?
All right. You see, it says facts.
Yeah. At the time and place of occurrence, defendant Janice Jackson, a.k.a. Bandit, previously arrested Johnny Bunting, a.k.a. Force. Eyewitness Arthur Alston and a girl named Ebony were driving around in Bunting's Honda looking for that guy, a.k.a.
Right.
Yeah. They saw him near Salsa Park. Bandit and Force got out of the car and ran after the guy. Bandit came back with a bat in his hand, and Force had left the car with a beige knife pouch in his hand. Beige knife pouch. Okay. Blood was on Bunting's shirt. All drove away. Bandit put the bat in the trunk.
Now,
A
what did it say
stenographer
next?
statement taken in the beginning. And Force was holding a beige knife pouch.
Hold up, you just skipped something.
No.
Stenographic statement taken beginning at
stenographic statement
11:55
taken.
p.m. Statement of eyewitness.
Okay, sorry.
Bam.
Arthur Alston, sorry. Force was holding a beige knife pouch sheath in the car. I consulted with Frank and Supervisor Alan Karen about this case. Karen indicted the previous arrested Bunting. Oh.
I gave Alston a grand jury subpoena for Thursday, June 8th.
Note that another eyewitness, Mr. Simmons,
That's my uncle.
who was now Our Lady of Mercy, who is now in Our Lady of Mercy Hospital with pneumonia, ID'd in a photo was a stray. This defendant, Array, sorry. I didn't see the A, it's crossed out. Photo array was at a hospital on June 5th, 1989, 1 p.m. Okay.
And that also, even though I didn't get you to a second page, you see an eyewitness will view lineup tomorrow and has seen a photo array and picked out the defendant saying the photo looks like the culprit. That was somebody else. I have to pee very badly, so we need to take a pause.
Okay,
I've been holding this.
Let me look at this. Yeah.
Y'all gave me this water too.
Yeah. You keep your voice up so everybody can hear you. Draw your attention. First, do you recall where you were approximately 6 o'clock in the morning? Answer, yes. And where were you? Baychester Avenue in the Bronx. Question, I am sorry. Baychester Avenue in the Bronx. I guess he had to speak louder. And could you tell the jury exactly where you were? On Baychester Avenue in the Bronx. Were you on the street? No, I was in a car. Okay, what kind of car were you in? A Honda Accord. And what color was this Honda Accord? Blue. Do you know whose Honda Accord you were in? Yes. Who was it? Johnny Bunting. Could you tell the jury who was in the car? Other. What? Me, myself, a girl, Dennis, and Johnny. Dennis and Johnny? Do you know Dennis' last name? No, I don't. Do you know Dennis by any other name than Dennis? Yes. What do you know him as? Bandit. I am sorry? Bandit. And Johnny. Do you know Johnny by another name? Yes. What do you know him as? Force. What? Force. Now, can you tell the jury where was it this car was traveling at about 6 o'clock in the morning on June 1st in 1989? Answer. On Baychester Avenue. Did there come a time withdrawn? Do you know a person by the name of FC? I don't want to say the person's name out of respect for the family. I don't know him personally. I heard of him. Okay, did there come a time when you saw this person FC? Yes. And were you in a car at the time? Is that correct? Yes. What happened when you saw this person FC? I seen him running. Okay, were you still in the car at this time? Yes. And did you see Force and Bandit? Objection! Sustained. Don't lead. Tell us what happened when FC was running. He ran around the corner. Was anyone running behind him? Objection! I will allow it. Can you repeat, please? Was anyone running behind FC? Johnny and Dennis were after him. And you say they went after him. Can you describe? Objection! Overruled. You said they went after them. Can you describe what you mean by that? They went after him around the corner, and I didn't see no more after that. Now, before earlier than 6 o'clock in the morning, you said that you were in the car with Force and Bandit and the young lady. Is that correct? Yes. Did you see anything in the car? Objection. It's very general. Overruled. You want to be specific? Well, did you see anything in the car other than the 3 people you mentioned yourself? You answer. Want to be specific? Yes. What did you see? What do you mean, what did I see? Did you see whether or not Mr. Bunting had anything in possession at the time? At the time? Yes. What do you mean, when he got out the car? No. Before he got out the car? No. You didn't see anything in his hand? Not. Objection. Sustained. Before 6 o'clock in the morning, earlier, did you see him have anything in his possession? Earlier, when he came back from the car, when he came back from where we were going, it was a pouch in the car. And when he sat in the car, he had it in his hand. He picked it up. He was in the car, and he picked it up, and he sat down. Can you describe what type of pouch it was? A beige pouch. Could you show us approximately the size? Size of a pencil. Can you hold up your hands? About this size of a pencil. Hold it up a second so I can have the record reflect the witness is holding his 2 hands, one above the other. I would say about this size, okay? About this size, yes. Let the record reflect that the witness is holding a pencil. Will you stipulate how long it is? Mr. Albert, whether you say approximately 6 to 7 inches. 6 to 7 inches, all right? Question, Mr. Alston. Is his name Alston?
Yes.
Alston. How long have you known the person you was in the car with? How long have you known the person who was in the car with you, Force and Bandit? Since high school. And approximately how many years is that? About 2, 1.5, 2. Now the person that you said Johnny, you also had known him to be Force. Is that correct? Yes. Wow. Do you see the person here in the courtroom? Yes. Could you point him out to the jury? Sitting next to the lawyer.
See, these are the things that the prosecutor does to convey to the jury. So he's gone along with that shit, even though he might not think he's doing damage. You confirm my nickname is Force. You said you know me for 1.5, 2 years, and then you point or stipulate. You single me out. So this is the game.
Let me to continue, please.
All right.
Force. Okay.
Sorry about that.
All right. Now did there come a time when you drove the vehicle that you were in at one time? Yes. And where did you drive the vehicle to? Co-op City. Did there come a time before you got to Co-op City that the defendant got back in the vehicle? Yes. Did you see the defendant get back in the vehicle? Yes. And did you happen to notice his shirt? Anything unusual about his shirt? Yes, he had blood on his shirt from his nose was bleeding. Oh, hold on. Blood was on his shirt? Yes, the nose. Hold up.
My nose wasn't bleeding. This is motherfucker lying. He making shit worse for me by lying.
Hold on. And his nose was bleeding. I object the jury attorney repeating what he said, what the witness said, unless he repeats the whole thing. I have no further questions. You may cross. But hold on. But he said your nose was bleeding. See? Come on, Force.
All right, so what does that mean?
Force, hold up, Force.
That means I went and killed the dude and got a busted nose in the process.
Force.
Come on, bro. This your cousin?
No.
All right then, like let's keep it real.
I'm just saying. Not my cousin, but you said that he told on you, and it says his nose was bleeding. Your nose was bleeding.
What that got to do with him being on the stand for the prosecutor? Because that's what telling on me means. He represented the people in putting me at the scene of the crime, identifying who I am. He corroborated with the crackhead. These are the things. These are facts.
Okay, I see that. I see
so me having a bloody nose, which I didn't, and I'm saying I didn't not because of an ego. I'm just saying now you're putting extra shit in there, thinking that you're helping me, but all that's telling me is that you told him I had blood on my shirt. Right? This dude is dead around the corner with his guts hanging out. I got blood on my shirt, and now you're trying to say, oh, it's from a nosebleed?
So you think that he told the police that it was from the crime, but he tried to flip it in court?
I'm sure he did. And it's not like I actually have proof, but here's the thing. he was going to there. If you keep reading, when my lawyer cross-examined him, he asked him something about how many times like you've been there. So you'll see that he's been to the prosecutor for several days getting prepped, and you go through preparation of the questions and your answers and so on, and they ask you questions based on whatever statement they got from the police. So the sheath, the pouch, is because like that little piece of a statement at the beginning, it's like, okay, you said I had that. So they're trying to get it out. That's why the lawyer kept objecting, because it was like you kept trying to lead him. If you're going to tell a story, let him tell a story. But you keep trying to lead him, so that means you're getting stuff out of him that he already said.
Y'all keep supporting that. You really know what you are. You are what we call a rat lover, a rat supporter. Y'all always trying to say, well, I'm first in that because of James' allegations or whatever. Those are allegations. This is paperwork. Paperwork. A man that went and said and had to do time behind this man. And y'all over there listening to that bum-ass nigga? Listen to this. Keep listening to this. And you keep supporting a nigga like this? What that say about you? You probably a nigga that wear a thong in the bed. You going over there listening to him. After knowing this and after y'all know this is factual. Mom first. I hope y'all heard that. Y'all check it out. Y'all heard it. Nigga was talking about he want to accept my 100. I don't even want to even be in no conversations with a nigga that got a jacket like that when it's known. Allegations is allegations. But this is a known fact. Black and white. Man got on the stand for the prosecution. Peace.